Hello and welcome. Today we will be talking about being in the total joy of business, being in total allowance of business that you do, and how to be succeeding in that with ease, joy, and glory. Right? You do business because of having ease, joy, and glory in your life. Right? So, if that does not bring ease, joy, and glory into your life, it's not business. Obviously, you have to take decisions from practical perspectives, practical viewpoint, and have to always think that what would this decision create, and not think that what is right about this decision. Right? Your decisions must create and contribute more to the business, and that is what will bring ease, joy, and glory for you and your business, and you will be living in joy of your business. Having and doing business is really easy, and you don't know that living in the joy of business and having a business is a one greater thing. Now let me clear here, whatever activity that you do for generating income is business. Now don't go into logics and finding differences that what is a business and a job. Just call it simple business. That's that. The joy of having business with exuberant expression of life is by being a total contribution to the business that you do or you want to do. Now, why? Because if you do business, you have to ask, what would I be contributing to my business? How would I be an infinite source of all the possibilities for my business? How would my business be an infinite source of all the possibilities that would be creating ease, joy, and glory for me, for the business itself, and the people involved and connected to the business? Right? So, the thing here that is to generate more of finances, be of a contribution. See, this is a key word, be of a contribution. When you do a business, all businesses or any business, you anyway are contributing some or the other thing to the world that you live in, to the people around you and the people of the world, which will anyway generate finances, financial income, financial success. It doesn't matter if you are into trading, if you are a commission dealer, commission agent, any merchant, industrialist, or having a factory, or working as an employee in any organization or company, or are self-employed, or are into teaching, or whether you are a doctor or lawyer into any kind of professional services, or even maybe running an organization of your own, we call it business in terms of energy. So what you have to do here from now, uh, be noting this, you have to ask, what would it truly take for me to be contributing to my business? Now you may be thinking, oh, what business do I have? You may not be aware or knowing, if at all, and if you know, you already are aware that what you can contribute to your business. And when you ask this, what happens is the universe opens the doors of possibilities for you and your business. See, there are several techniques, several business ideas through which you can earn, make money, make a decent living, have a good life, better life. So when you truly start contributing to your business, that is where your success starts to happen. Yes, you have to be adaptable. Why? You have to flow like water if you are doing business. Why? Because the world has each individual unique that would be connected to your business in some or the other way. So why I had to clarify this is because of a reason, that if you talk about yourself, you are contributing something to your business. If you talk about your family, your people in blood relation, they are directly or indirectly contributing to your business. You call about your friends, relatives, co-workers, anyone, they are directly or indirectly contributing to your business. Any stakeholder. Now there is a long list of stakeholders, starting from you to the government, to the public, competitors, suppliers, retailers, wholesalers, customers, everybody. So when you are in allowance to truly receive the contribution that your business requires to be expanded with ease, joy, and glory, that's where you are into a joy of business and having a business. Right? So this question itself opens doors of I don't know what possibilities for you, but it truly does. Isn't that interesting enough that just one question can make your brain start thinking that what you truly can. So this question will also make you think about what your business needs from you. There may be areas that you may have never explored in your business, but that needs your contribution, you to explore it, to expand it. And universe is always in your favor to give you, grant you what you need and what your business needs. It's just a matter of asking Right questions always from practical viewpoint. It is as simple as that. You, the infinite being, your body already knows what you need and what you need to contribute to your business, to your finances. See, this is all a practical thing, practical talk. I'm not going into pinpointing things or several details, or that is what we call as general knowledge or gyan, but this is all a practical thing that when you ask yourself, okay, hey man, what do I need to contribute to my business? Even if you are doing a startup, when you ask this, you truly will take steps which will grow, make you grow. Even if you have to start from a scratch, you anyway have to contribute. If you don't contribute, you are not doing business, you are doing something else. That's what I understand. Right? The other thing, that there is a saying that love what you do and do what you love. So when you are in allowance of your business, you would be loving it. You would be loving doing its activities, and then only you will contribute more and more to it for its expansion with infinite possibilities, and it will attract financial success. So it's like sowing a seed, then using right kind of fertilizer, right kind of soil, right kind of weather conditions, right kind of watering and nurturing regularly at needed intervals, contribution, right? Thereby it grows gradually over a period of time. And then what you have to do is sustain it, nurture it, take care of it, which is needed at that particular point of time. So again, there you have to ask, what is it requiring of me to be contributed? How does it get better than this? You may be saying, I am already at the top in my field of business. But that's not the end yet. You may be at the top, but ask, how does it get even better than this? What else is possible? Then you will be thinking, okay, these are the things that can be done, which are possible to make the things even better. Simple as that. But if you stay there, that doesn't work. You need to even progress. Go higher. Simpler. You reached the top. That's super great thing. I wish you all the best for that, and also congratulate for that. But when you ask that what would it truly take to make it even better, the possible chances are you can make it better. Easy? Obviously easy to talk, but when you imply it, make a practical application of it, whichever is needed obviously for your particular business, which you already know. I know deep down you already know what is you and your business requiring to do. So when you really do that, success happens. Yes, obviously, not overnight. That if you start a company today, it won't be making trillions of turnovers tomorrow morning. But there are people who have reached there. The ones who did not have had anything have reached to such a level that makes trillions of turnovers at present in today's life, in this current era. So what else is possible then? Yes, we can talk about luck factor, the what people say it in naseeb. Okay, that is also there, the karma. But whatever naseeb, the kundali, the conditions are there. But whatever possible good karma you start doing from now itself, life starts to get better after a certain point of time. Simple as that. You know what good karma is already. It's just a matter of doing that. Simple. Why not do good karma? Feed the hungry, do charities, whatever that is possible for you. Whatever you find it as good karma, helping somebody, nurturing somebody, all that is good karma. I mean, if you can donate a certain part of your wealth, that does not matter if you do it to other organizations or start your own organization, charitable organization, but do that level of good karma also. Now you may be thinking, okay, my income is only this. How would I be doing charities or feeding the hungry or helping the needy? You can start with one single buck, 1 rupee or whatever currency. But start, right? So it's like you want to build a forest, but you will have to start with sowing one seed at a time, one sapling, right soil, the other seed, the next, the other, so on. Yes, obviously you can build a forest, but you have to start somewhere by sowing a seed for growing one tree, then for the other, that way. Now you don't have to compare yourself that okay, Warren Buffett is giving 90% of his wealth, so I will do the same. Okay, having that target is good. That is even a better thing. But whatever your income is, whatever, we are not going into judgments, but start doing good deeds. So, for example, nearby my house, there is a small place, small ground where people come and feed the birds. So, there are people who feed the birds so much of grains that cost 1000 rupees in terms of Indian currency. I'm talking about Indian currency. There are certain few people who come to that same place, but according to their capacity, they feed the birds the grains that cost only rupees 10. So you need not fall into the trap of comparisons, but do whatever you can. If you are seeing somebody hungry, feed that person. Show compassion. This good karma will come back to your business in the form of good luck and development. Always remember this thing. I'm not wanting to go into philosophies, and neither am interested at all to be philosophical, because I am a highly practical personality, and obviously, even if you want to do great spiritual practices, you have to have finances. You want to do bigger, greater spiritual courses, that requires money. Okay, there are people who are teaching it for free, but that's okay. But the real thing that you get requires money for that. See, teachings are priceless, but it requires money. This was a talk about business, but I hope you can and you will be joining the dots. See, now there are people who are into stock market trading or stock market business. So now karmically, if you wish to earn in stock market, you must allow somebody to earn from the stock market. This is also a form of good karma. Yes, I understand there is a level of warfare and combat competition. In reality, you can be realistic, grounded, and practical, yet do good karma. It is actually easier. Your future life gets smoother. Now, there are people who spend lots of money in vacations or certain other several kind of activities, God knows what. They have money, but they don't have enough heart to be helpful, to make charities or donations or whatever, right? So if there is an excuse that there's not enough money to do charity or be helpful to somebody, that doesn't work. You can obviously do that. Yes, you have to be moderate in making your expenses. You can little bit cut down your personal expenses and make certain level of acts of kindness. That's that. Especially if you are into a business organization, if you don't make contributions to the society in the long run, your company cannot be moving to the higher levels or the top levels. Because if you see and make a research about the top level of companies that are existing since many years and succeeding and growing and having more number of people into it and connected to it, they are contributing. They may be taking money, earning money, whatever that is related to finances, but anyway they are contributing back to the society. If you talk about communication industry, obviously they created communication systems, so they charged money for that, but they contributed to the society by connecting the entire world. Otherwise the world is a very big place, but they have made it to be connected in seconds or in a few moments. Telecom industries, right? Bullion industries. So now there are people who may be thinking, what about others? Yes, the real estate. We are not going to be thinking about what industry makes what losses and profits, but they contribute. Having loss or profit is a personal thing. There are people into food industries, the ones who are really actually giving right quality of food to the people. That is a contribution. There are people into healing modalities, whatever healing modality it may be. The ones who are really good, compassionate, they don't work for money. Money works for them. They are working to do healing. Their main motive is to serve, uplift, and heal people. Energy exchange is, of course, to be done, and it is an ethical practice. Whatever energy exchange, that is dependent totally on the practitioner, but that is there. So we talked about all these businesses. If you are into a stock market business, running a stock market company with so many customers trading through your portal, do not be such person who is only interested in earning brokerage if the person is making losses. If you can tell that person that okay, here you can have profit, help him earn profit, right? Be compassionate, a compassionate business person, grounded and practical as well. So that is, if we talk, that is a Vishnu quality or Vishnu principle. Easy as that. The ones who are religious or spiritual will understand it easily. This quality that you do, the goodness, is Vishnu quality, which is the quality of preserving, perseverance. So if you want to greater develop your business, preserve your business, you must be having a Vishnu quality. That works. You may have seen many big religious organizations that may be having, if we talk about the finances of the religious organizations, the funds that they collect in a year are in crores or millions. We are not going into the thing that how do they use that, but it is because of the positive energy and the prosperity energy that they have. If somebody is rich or richer, it just means that that person's aura has greater prosperity energy. If some business is successful, that business has greater prosperity energy. Simple in one sentence. So, you want to be prosperous? Develop prosperous energies. Do prosperity karma. Simple. What's the big deal? See, again, I'm telling that won't be happening overnight. That, okay, today you did some big or small prosperity karma, and from tomorrow your business would be blooming and flying high to the skies. That may even happen. It may happen, but what we are talking about is preserving quality. Obviously, you must be lucky that your business touches skies overnight, but then if that does touch the sky, you must be preserving that. So that happens with good karma. You may be knowing there are companies touching skies and then suddenly shutting off. Why? Because of their karma. The company also has a karma. You must already have understood why those companies shut down. I hope you get that. So, if at all you want to be in total joy of business which you are having fun to do, and you want to be in joy of it, one thing, be grateful. Now, whatever it is, the level of the business, be thankful for having that. At first, be thankful for having that. Then contribute to the business, to the expansion of it. Obviously, while you are thinking about the point of expansion, you have to be practical, you have to be realistic. You need to think about the competitors' strategies, everything which you can be thinking from practical perspective. So that is where you have to think, how does it get better than this? Competitors think in the same way, right? I would be better than this person. I'm not talking about making your competitor fail, but you just be better. Rather than thinking about failing your competitors or competitor, whatever that may be, think about being better. Just a change of or shift of perspective, or you may call it paradigm shift. Simple. There are people who are into yog sadhana, yoga vidya, whatever form of yoga practices. They are super successful. Now there may be people who may be saying that this person is teaching yoga but charges so much of money, but you don't know what value you are getting from that. There are people who are teaching yoga for free. That is also their thing. It depends from person to person. If you talk about film industry, the same happens. There are producers who require crores of rupees to produce one single movie. There are others who make very low budget films. Depends from person to person. And even that again depends that the low budget film hits the box office and the super high or highest budget film may not succeed or even cover the investment. Why? You may have seen celebrities going to astrologers, numerologists, doing good karma, contributing to the society, and they are successful. It is just a matter of what kind of karma you do. Yes, obviously there are shortcuts, but when the karma accumulates, you get the result. It could be anybody. Right? Karma is a different chapter here, but me, you, or anybody in the world, even the god avatars who took birth, if we talk about Sri Ram or Sri Krishna, even they had to do karma and face karma. But in their present life, they did good karma. That's that. All the possible good deeds they did. I'm not saying that okay, go to heaven and be God. As a human, do whatever you can to have goodness, share goodness, spread goodness, whatever that is possible for you. I am not even saying go and be a saint. No, that's impractical. Rather, be a super successful personality. What's wrong in that? When you will be super successful, you will be helping many others who are needy. Simple, even interesting and inspiring. So life works totally based on karma, and that is where you have joy of having business. Life also is, if you see from bigger perspective, is a business given to you. You take birth until your last breath, whatever you do is business. Simple. You don't have to go into deeper, greater, bigger, different philosophies. Okay, obviously you may if you are interested, but this is the real thing. That's that. I hope that was helpful to you, and I hope this contributes to all the success, all the abundance, all the prosperity, all the progress, all the goodness in your life forever and ever. Wishing you all the good luck. May God bless you with everything that is best for you and your business as well. Atma, Namaste. Thank you.